Happy Tuesday night for a lot of folks, right? Happy Tuesday night to everyone. It's your girl Sunshine here, back at you with another video, okay? All right, let's get into it. So there's so much I want to talk about. So this video is going to seem like it's all over everywhere. Okay, got my water jug that I'm trying to drink more water. But so yeah, this video is going to discuss a lot. Okay, first of all, rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Oh my goodness, that was so sad to hear her say. She just posted a video saying that about what it was about a month ago, saying that her doctors were doing everything they can. They assured her that she would be okay and that they would be able to help her get the treatment that she needs, and then now she's gone just like that. And I wonder if she was just telling the world that, just, I don't know because to me, I wouldn't want to tell someone that I'm doing bad. It's sad that you shouldn't tell people you're doing bad, because a lot of people are taking and they'll just run with it, and they'll find pleasure in you being in pain and stuff. I don't know. I don't know why she made that public announcement saying that her doctors said that they were doing everything they could. She would be okay. She would be fine. And then now she's gone. And allegedly, she was in the hospital for a couple days before she passed away, due to her health issues that she was going through. So I know they were saying she had some kidney problems and some autoimmune problems as well. I know when it comes to those kidneys, man. And then I believe she allegedly she had cancer as well, or she fought cancer. She battled that. And yeah, but anyway, rest in peace, Dolly Parton. Hopefully she's doing better now. I hate to see people suffering, especially people who, don't deserve to suffer. I don't know if she was a good person. I don't know if she didn't like black people. I don't know what her situation was. I know I didn't hear any stories about her in a negative way. I remember watching Still Magnolia, and I loved her ever since I watched that movie. I watched that movie so much growing up as a kid. That movie was just so dear to me. And so every time I saw Dolly Parton or heard her name, I will always think of her in that character. And I just want to say rest in peace to Dolly Parton. Yes, anyway, moving on. So also in the Nolan Wells case, okay, it looks like his lawyers, not his lawyers, the friends, the so-called friends lawyers. What's up, everyone? Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right. It's a free way to support your girl Sunshine here. Thank you so much. Okay, but it looks like the so-called friends, they're trying to sue, or they are attempting to sue the Nolan Wells mom and family, because they're saying, or not them, I'm sorry, they're attempting to sue the lawyers Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump, because they're trying to say that they have said some defamatory stuff towards the so-called friends. And actually, I haven't heard them say anything about the so-called friends. The only thing I've heard Al Sharpton and Bill Crump say is that they want to get to the truth and find out what's going on when it comes to the case of Nolan Wells. But the family is getting hit a lot of different ways. They're also being asked, or not asked, they've been told, or they've been sent a letter or something from like the police department or the DA or someone, allegedly stating that they want the phone, and they want the phone to, so they can get more evidence about the phone or something. And so the family is taking a hit. So not only did they lose their son, okay, and don't have any information about the findings of what happened to their son from Mississippi officials, okay, but they're being treated like they're the criminals when all they want to know is what happened to Nolan Wells. If it was as simple as Nolan drowned, don't you think that would have just came out by now and this case would have been swept under the rug? No, it's worse than that, in my opinion. I feel like that's why they're still holding on to this case. It's been almost 2 months. We're going on 2 months. I think it's like a month and 3 weeks of no information about what happened to Nolan Wells. And we keep seeing a lot of different stuff that people who say they were there, a lot of pictures keep coming out. It's hard to trust the pictures because some of the pictures look like they have been altered. And it's just real crazy that this case is getting crazy. But we would definitely stay on their necks about that. But also when it comes to the Tupac case, right? So today in the case, in the trial, Keefe D, they were talking about the proffer agreement, some of the interviews that Keefe D did, and he did so many interviews. And they were also talking about whether or not they're going to have Greg Kagan come up because no one trusts him. No one trusts him, as they shouldn't, okay? Allegedly, he stole a lot of Tupac files when he left, and then he did that documentary, and then allegedly he knew a lot of information that the police department didn't even do anything about. So they gave a proffer agreement to Keefe D to get information, and then didn't prosecute anyone for the crime. So I'm trying to figure out what was the point of giving him a proffer agreement and protecting him during that time if you wasn't even going to take anyone to court to be charged in the unaliving of Tupac. Like, what was the purpose there? I don't know. But anyway, come to find out, they were talking about when they went and arrested Keefe D in 2023. He had a lot of documents and clippings, newspaper clippings, like from the 90s. He had a clipping that was so old. It was when when he first got pow-powed, before he even passed away. He still had that, a newspaper clipping. Okay, who used a newspaper? So you know that was a while ago, right? So of course that would have been in, what, 96? That's crazy. That's how obsessed Keefe D was about this case. He had clippings, y'all, documents about Tupac. He had pictures of Tupac. He had Tupac's records, like his music albums. I remember I was talking to my daughter and I told her, I said, yeah, I remember I used to listen to that album. And my daughter was like, album? Who says album anymore? I'm like, people don't say album. What do you call it when an artist has what you call it, a CD or record? I mean, what do you call it? I don't know. We went back and forth about that thing. That was funny. But anyway, Keefe D is a weirdo. That is, to me, that's extremely weird. He had so many clippings. He had a suitcase full, a big suitcase that had so many clippings, pictures of Tupac's face, and so many different, like he was studying him. It was weird. Like, you ever watch a murder mystery movie or like a some type of movie like that where you have a predator who has a whole wall full of information about a person they're trying to catch? Like, say, to catch a criminal, they got a whole mapping out on their wall with nothing but pictures and everything. This guy had a suitcase full of clippings, pictures of Tupac when he did different movies. him in different places, clippings like newspaper clippings, the source clippings like from the magazines and stuff, like just super weird. That's being obsessed with someone. That's crazy. And he a man, okay, a thug at that, supposed to be a gang member. Like, why would you need that much content about a person? Especially knowing how close he was to Tupac, because he knew people that knew Suge Knight. He knew people that knew um, P. Diddy. So, and then he actually knew P. Diddy because he claims that he met with P. Diddy a couple of times, right? He even told the story that he was told by P. Diddy that if he took out Tupac, that he would receive $1 million. So the case gets very strange, okay? It gets very strange. But he had clippings of Biggie as well, but not as many as he had of Tupac, which I thought was very strange. I was like, a suitcase? First of all, who got suitcases? Like, he does, okay? And it's full of Tupac clippings, and they took that up. They snatched that up because they searched his home and they searched his car, and they found clippings everywhere in the house, in his car. So he riding around in the car with newspaper clippings, magazine articles of Tupac, like just real creepy. I don't know. He do look a little strange. I don't know what that was about. Obsessed. Okay, I remember when I was watching the videos of Keefe D like years ago, when he was talking about on like the Art of Dialogue, and Vlad, when he was talking about being there or knowing what happened to Tupac, he would just laugh and be like, yeah, he got taken out. Kind of mess is that? This man ain't did nothing to you. And not in none of his interviews did he say Tupac ever did anything to him. But you have people that are that hateful, they just can't stand you because they're jealous of you. And it gotta be jealous. Look at him and look at Tupac. Okay? Why would you keep newspaper clippings of a person? What do you need that for? To keep up with where he's going, where he's going to be at? That don't make sense, because you know the people that he hang with. So you don't have to read a magazine. You can ask questions. Very strange. I don't know. Very strange. Anyway, moving on. Okay. I watched the Tasha K video, or the Tasha K interview with Bilaal. Okay. Have y'all seen the interview with Bilaal? Part 4, because you know Tasha K done interviewed Bilaal so many times. If you don't know, Bilaal was best friends with Will Smith. He knew Will Smith before Will Smith got famous. And up until some years ago, him and Will Smith fell out because of Jada Pinkett Smith. He said that he was trying to start this business where he would get celebrities to wear certain items, and then he would, get the celebrities, take pictures of them with these items, and then the companies would pay him. And he said that he was doing that, and that's how he was making his money, or the majority of his money. And he said Jada Pinkett Smith asked him to do something for her, and he said he worked for her and she never did pay him. And then when he questioned her about his pay, she said, oh, yeah, I'm not paying you. And then she got real nasty. She didn't pay him. He got upset. He stopped talking to her and Will Smith. And then he said that he ended up getting a lot of information about her, involving her, but also involving Will Smith as well. Like, he says he has some videos of Will and Jada, either both or individually, doing things with a lot of other celebrities, young and old, Okay, underage and not underage, and all types of stuff, child. Okay, that's Bilaal. All right. And so he took Jada Pickett Smith to court just recently, and he was working, I forgot what you call it when you are your own lawyer. He represented himself, and of course they murked him. Okay, they hit him with a I forgot. They hit him with some court document. So now he lost it. He lost the case, and he has to pay Jada Pickett Smith her lawyer fees, which is like 200 and something $1,000, and he's broke. He's like, he doesn't have any money. He's broke, but he wrote a book, and he said in that book is telling all the gruesome stories about their escapades and everything he knows, including Will Smith being with Tisha Campbell ex-husband. What is that guy name? Dang, I forgot that guy name. The one who was in All of Us. What was that? Was the name of that show All of Us with Lisa Ray back in the day? I wonder why I ain't. Well, her and Tisha Campbell are friends. And, I always thought it was strange because I really thought both of their husbands were gay. Dwayne, what's his name? Dwayne something. Tisha Campbell ex-husband. Anyway, Bilaal said that they were on the set of, I believe it was All of Us, that show that Lisa Ray was in, the TV show, and Dwayne Martin. It's not Dwayne Martin. Is it Dwayne Martin? Yeah, because her name, Tisha Campbell Martin, which is crazy because she was on the show with Martin, right? It's weird. Let me see what his name is. And then he ended up, Dwayne Martin. Yeah, it is Martin. Wow. And then Dwayne Martin ended up, I believe, I'm not sure if he's married to the woman. He ended up getting a woman that looks like Tisha Campbell, which is real weird because the rumor is that, he was gay. And if you don't know, allegedly Will Smith paid for his house, and when Dwayne Martin and Tisha Campbell was going through the divorce, in the divorce proceedings, Tisha Campbell found out that the house that she thought they owned was actually, because she wanted, part of the house in the divorce, she found out that the house had got put up for foreclosure. And then Will Smith brought the house and put it in Dwayne Martin's name, or he paid for it. Will Smith paid for the house so Dwayne Martin could keep the house. But I don't think Tisha Campbell knew what was going on with the foreclosure, things like that. So she was thinking that she can get some of that ownership of the house, and come to find out, Will Smith actually paid the house off so that Dwayne Martin could have the house. So you already know they messing around, because what man gonna buy a house for another man? Make that make sense. Now, ain't nothing wrong with, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But what's dirty is to have someone thinking that things are one way when they actually a total different way. Now, allegedly, Jada Pickett Smith is okay with Will Smith being gay or bisexual, because Bilaal said she's gay and bisexual herself, and she has a rug addiction. But Bilaal was saying some serious things, okay? He said that Will Smith was doing Tyrese, and Tyrese was doing Jada Pickett Smith. Now, this is not the first time Bilaal has said that. So I'm thinking you would have thought that Tyrese would have at least brought it up the first time Bilaal said it on Tasha K platform, and Tasha K has a huge platform, okay? But he hasn't said anything. But it kind of makes sense with him walking around wearing them dresses or gowns when he was over there in Dubai. I don't know. Tyrese is so emotional. Okay, I can really believe that. I wonder if he's like a water sign. He's so emotional. He gives like a water sign. He has to be a water sign. But anyway, I thought that was real strange that Tyrese didn't bring it up last time Bilaal was on Tasha K, and I'm pretty sure he's not going to bring it up now as well. Bilaal also said the last time that he was on Tasha K show that Will Smith was in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Carlton, I forgot his real name, but Carlton was his cousin. He said Jada and Carlton dated, and then allegedly Carlton was messing with Will Smith also. Now, Bilaal said Will and Jada had big parties, okay? He said they were close. Will Smith was real close with Weinstein. And he said that Will and Jay-Z are super duper close. And he said, Bilaal said that Will was the one, or Bilaal said that Will knows Weinstein. So I was thinking he probably was the one who introduced Jay-Z, but Bilaal didn't say whether or not Will introduce Jay-Z to Weinstein or what, because a lot of people was trying to figure out how did Jay-Z get to know Weinstein. And Weinstein is he's a director. Is that what you call him? Or he owns like a production label or something, the movie production label. But yeah, it's crazy, right? So Bilaal was saying that he was the Smiths fixer. And he said he fixed a lot of things for a lot of different celebrities, including Kevin Hart. And he was like, he can't really get into all of that right now. But he wrote a book. And he was like to hear about stuff, here it goes. It's all in the book. You can get it, an ebook copy. I said, I'm going to have to find that so I can get some scoop, because I'm nosy like that. I want to know. But anyway, there's this guy named Charlie Mack who knows a lot of people. Allegedly, he's been in the game for a long time, as long as Will Smith has been in the game at least. And Bilaal spoke some new truth today, or some new information, okay? Allegedly, he said that Willie Mack was first producing, or he was close with Meek Mills. And he said he worked with Meek Mills until he was stealing. Meek Mills found out Willie Mack was stealing money from him. And then he fired him and started working with Willie Mack's friend. And then Willie Mack got upset. And Bilaal said that Willie Mack is an agent. He's an informant. And then, of course, y'all know what all happened with Meek Mills. He went through it, which is crazy because Jay-Z was the one who helped Meek Mill get out of that situation. And I was like, ooh, he pointing a lot of stuff out. He is connecting a lot of damn dots. Okay, if you remember. Now, I'll be following shit. Okay, I'll be following all this stuff. I'm going to have to put up a chart with some doggone connecting things like, oh my goodness, like Keefy D. But Keefy D only had one person he was obsessing over. Okay, I'm not obsessing over anybody, but I like to figure out how the hell things happen. Okay, that's what I like to know. That's all I want to know is how stuff happen. And a lot of times you have to connect these dots and put the names together, almost like a Pink Panda. What's her name? J something on YouTube. Y'all check her out. Pink Panda. She's on YouTube now. Her name is J something. Dang, I can't remember her name. Boy, you can tell I'm getting old. Memory loss is a whole thing, okay? I'm gonna have to get me something from memory, for real. But anyway, she put stuff on, like she has the whole whiteboard and have the names connecting and everything. Okay. Her and BJ investigates. I love them two girls. White girls, mind you. Okay. So can't say anything about me because, if I like you, I like you. It just is what it is. That's all it is. But you piss me off, then you piss me off. Then I don't like you. But anyway, but yeah. So I pinpointed that. I was like, oh, that's why that whole mess happened with Meek Mills. And Jay-Z came in as the savior, if you remember. Okay, he said he was gonna start this whole prison reform situation or whatever, which I don't know if that actually even happened. But and then he got Meek Mills out of jail because Meek Mills was looking at some harsh time. And then it was Jay-Z who came around and allegedly saved him and got him out of that mess. Charlie Mack, not Willie Mack. I was saying Willie Mack. It's Charlie Mack. So Charlie Mack is the guy who was working for Meek Mills, and then Meek Mills fired him because allegedly, like Bilaal said, Charlie Mack was stealing money from Meek Mills. Meek Mills fired him. Now, Charlie Mack, by the way, is bisexual or gay. I don't know. One or the other. He's gay. Okay, we'll just go with that. And then Bilaal has made some type of he has insinuated that Charlie Mack also messed with Jaden Smith, Will Smith's youngest son, while he was a kid. And he said that Will and Jada know about it. Y'all, this thing gets so deep because I've been watching so much celebrity stuff for years about the behind the scenes type stuff, okay? It reminds me of Dwayne Wade's situation with his wife, his first wife, and she came out and did the interview with that lady, Shavana or something. Anyway, she did Dwayne Wade's first wife, the mother of the son who is now a girl, okay? And the other son, because I believe she has two sons by Dwayne Wade, and then Dwayne Wade has a older son or two, and then of course he has the little girl with Gabrielle Union. So he has at least 4 children, Dwayne Wade. But anyway, I remember when she was doing that interview and she was talking about how she had problems with the babysitter because the babysitter was a white, younger gay person. And she said she felt like that babysitter was possibly doing something to that child. The one who is, I forgot what's the boy girl name? Is it transgender girl or boy? I don't know how you say that, y'all. If you're trying to be a girl, is it a transgender girl? Y'all know what I mean. Dwayne Wade's son, who is a girl now, okay? When that person was a child, okay, his mom said that she felt like the babysitter was probably messing with him or she said teaching him things. She kept it real like neutral. She said teaching him some things. So of course one would think like, what you mean teaching him some things? And he's a young child. And she said she brought it up to Dwayne Wade and he would dismiss it. And then she said the next thing she knows, she got put out the house. He actually sent her and the children away to go visit her mother because her mother lived in a different state from her, even though her mother was the one who raised Dwayne Wade and took him in when he was in high school. And then he went to college and then he became a professional NBA player, and she said he was still there with her and her family because his family put him out. Anyway, that gets super deep. But I'm just saying that kind of reminds me of that situation. And I've heard other stories like that of celebrities and them having someone around, almost like a handler, who's actually messing with the child. And it's almost like they're grooming them. But why? That's what I don't understand is why. And if you think about it, Will Smith, both of his younger children are both weird, okay? They are strange, all right? The daughter messes with everybody, okay? She said she's whatever you call that. Pan, is that Pan? She messes with everybody, man, woman, whether they gay, straight, whatever. And then the son is, I guess he's just gay. I don't know. But he could have been messed with. They both could have been messed with. Remember, the son, Jaden, didn't, when he was like 15, didn't he try to emancipate himself? And I believe he did it successfully. Which was crazy because Keke Palmer said that Will Smith was the one who told her not to emancipate herself from her family because she was the breadwinner of her family and they were stressing her out and she was working hard and they were taking all of her money because she had to support them because none of them wanted to work. And she wanted to emancipate herself from them so she can not have to take care of them. And Will Smith told her not to do it, and she didn't do it, even though I believe Jaden Smith did emancipate himself from the Smiths. But then he ended up, I mean, they're still together. Anyway, so Bilaal also said that how August Alsina got in the picture. He said that August Alsina and Jaden Smith were good friends. And he said they were both doing a lot of rugs together with the D. And he said that then Jada came in the picture because she was doing rugs also because Bilaal said allegedly, this is all alleged, Bilaal said that Jada was doing rugs with Jaden. So it only made sense that when August Alsina came in the picture, she was doing rugs with him as well. They was doing rugs together. Then he got all in his feelings and got all caught up. And then he let the whole world know, okay, that he was messing with Jada. And then now he says he's just strictly dickly, okay? Can I say that? The rabbit hole gets deep. Okay, do y'all have time today? Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel because your girl is going in. Oh my goodness. Do y'all, if y'all like scandal and gossip and everything, celebrity gossip, oh my goodness, is this not tea? Is this not putting a lot of pieces to the puzzle together for you? It is for me. Okay, especially the whole Jay-Z Weinstein piece, okay? Because Bilaal said Will Smith and Jay-Z are close, like super duper close. And y'all tell me how many videos or pictures y'all seen Will Smith and Jay-Z in together. Not one. I haven't seen not one picture of Will Smith and Jay-Z together. But Bilaal says they are close. And I think it's real funny because if Charlie Mack was a fixer, Bilaal was a fixer, allegedly Jay-Z was a fixer for Epstein because he was in the Epstein files. And if y'all remember, a lot of folks or a lot of talk was going around about Jay-Z being the leader of black people and keeping the black people in check. And he was doing that because he was told to do that by Epstein, allegedly. And if you think about it, now Diddy's gone to jail, right? And he's going to have a hard time getting out and getting out all this legal trouble. Okay? So who is the boss? Who are the gatekeepers? I feel like now The handlers are the gatekeepers. I mean, you have Jay-Z, and I still kind of believe 50 Cent may possibly be a gatekeeper. I'm just thinking, how can you be that big? Now, I don't know anything about 50 Cent money. I know 50 Cent, I think he went filed bankrupt once upon a time, and so now you could now I believe he takes good care of his finances or whatever. He's smarter about his finances, but I don't know. I just find it hard to know that you could be big, okay, in Hollywood, have a lot of opportunities, and not be corrupt in any way. Because I think corruption is the name of the game. If you think about it, everyone's corrupt. They all are. And if you think they're not, you're a fool. Okay? Do you wonder why they all do the one eye symbolism? Okay? They all wear the red and dress in the demonic poses, take the demonic poses and all types of stuff. Okay? They're representing their God, which is not probably, I'm pretty sure it's not your God. Definitely not my God. Okay? Because there are different gods. So just because you say thank God, you don't know who that person is, what God they're thinking. Okay? But anyway, so also I believe Tyler Perry and somebody else, Tyler Perry and someone else is believed to have access with Weinstein also. Weinstein, that was the disgusting guy, the producer guy who looked disgusting. And I believe he's locked up in New York. Okay, because he was in court. He was going through his whole trial when Diddy was going through his trial, and he got locked up. He was at one courthouse. Diddy was at the other courthouse during that trial. Was that last year or this year? Time go by so fast. Got me confused now. Anyway, I'm trying to think what else was going on, okay? And where is everybody? I usually have at least a couple more people on my live stream at this time. Am I on too early? Oh, one thing I know, y'all, these doggone love bugs. Have y'all heard about the love bugs? These things are getting on my god doggone nerves. Okay? I need one of those Zevo things to snatch all them up. I swear, if you open the door, about 1,000,000 of them gonna come in the house. Every time I open the door, 1,000,000 of them coming in the house. And I just don't understand the purpose. Like, what are they? They look like they crawl and they have wings. Just scary just all the way scary. Okay, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if to be scared, but they so easy to kill too, which is weird. It's like, where the hell these things come from? I don't know. They're all over everywhere. And I remember like months ago, like May or June, they were out real heavy, just like now. And then they went away and I didn't see them for like a month or two. And now they're back heavy. Oh my goodness. I opened the door one time and now they all flying everywhere. I'm like, oh my goodness. It's crazy here. I don't know. I'm in Texas, so I don't know what other states are seeing these bugs like this, but I never seen these bugs before when I was in South Carolina. So I don't know if it's a Texas thing or maybe Texas, Louisiana. I don't know. But Texas do have bugs I've never seen in my life before. Okay? Coming here, I'm like, what the heck is that? Everything looked like a centipede. Just crazy. Okay? They have the worst bugs. But anyway, you guys, your girl had a good day today. I'm about to relax, watch me some TV, I guess, lay back, relax, and yeah, that's it. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I was trying to think, like, is there anything else I'm missing here? Did I cover all my bases? I pretty much put this all in one video because the other information was just so small. I didn't want to have to just see, once I get to where I could chop and screw everything up and edit and everything, then I'll be good. But now you just have to get it all in one video, and then I throw a couple posts up. All right, y'all make sure y'all spread the word about that picture with Ramir, the two people who he think fathered him or parent him. Okay, his mother and Jay-Z, allegedly. Okay, y'all spread the word when it comes to that. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my post. Okay, you will see that picture, and my nose keep itching, which is crazy. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, I really do appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe, share my video. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section. You know, I could tell my channel is growing because I get a couple comments under my videos and stuff now, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I got one comment. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm trying to get these watch hours up because come the 1st of February, they're gonna double. So I'm trying to put the work in now. And I know I said I was gonna do 3 videos a day, but those 3 videos was like totaling like an hour. So I was like, well, I might as well do like an hour worth of content, even though it hasn't been completely an hour. But I do put some posts up there. I don't know. It's hard being a small content creator. Y'all support your girl. It's free. Okay? Even once I get monetized, y'all don't have to pay the money. It's not going to come out your pockets. Allegedly, YouTube gets the money from the companies who they do the advertising for. So when they advertise for those companies, they pay YouTube, and then usually YouTube pay the content creators. So that's where the money comes from. And y'all know YouTube will play out some damn ads, okay? Because I see all types of ads. Ads that don't make sense. Don't you hate when you listening to something positive and here they come with one of them hungry churn or something? I don't mean no harm, but I just think that's wrong. Okay? You're listening to some good health, some good affirmation music or something, you know, some healing music, and then here they come with a clip of somebody on some type of medication. I hate stuff like that. That pisses me off. I be wanting to throw my phone on the ground. Like, why you do that? Trying to mess up my mood, okay? YouTube be all over the doggone place. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you rewind, okay? Watch, like, share, subscribe, all the things. Your girl really would appreciate it, all right? And that's all I got for you guys. Until next time, peace.